Live from a dimension not of your own, but somewhere else.
It was too late. The rats had already consumed him.
This is a bloody good time.
Hello, you gorgeous little freaks.
Assalamu alaikum, Shabbat Shalom, Hail Satan, and everything in between. Welcome to a bloody good time. We have watched a strange
Spanish film.
Indeed, called The Coffee Table.
I was not expecting this. This was... Wow, did not see this coming.
You know what? I didn't either.
So did you know about it though, right?
I only knew about it because one of my favorite stand-up comedians, Anthony Jeselnik, on a podcast talked about how it was like his favorite horror movie because it's
This was his favorite horror movie?
It's because it's super messed up and he thought it was hilarious.
I don't get the hilarious part. I get the super messed up
Buddy,
part.
you were cracking some jokes we can't even say on this video.
Right, because that was a defensive mechanism on my part because it was so... Well, maybe not. But it was messed up. This is a messed up movie. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
There you go, bud.
Get over here.
Get that pretty face in front.
So I can find when I get it. But yeah, it was The Coffee Table.
It was The Coffee Table, a Spanish,
from Spain.
Yeah, Spanish film. You said it came out when?
I was thinking 2023. I may be wrong, but it was...
Oh, it was that recent?
It's fairly recent.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Double check me. Oh, do we need to put the whole spoiler alert thing?
Yeah, I think the intro's done. Like, I mean, I didn't have any kind of first impression other than Anthony Jeselnik. Like, I saw his accolade for it, and I was like...
Let's check this out.
Knowing his comedy, because I've seen most of his specials and like his roasts and things like that.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons that I have such respect for him is because he has perfected dark humor to the nth degree.
I would probably liken that.
He'll take a dead baby joke and then make it both so much worse and so much more sophisticated at the same time, to where you can't help but laugh. He is hilarious, but you hate that it's funny.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to hell.
Yeah.
One of those kind of things. Okay.
Absolutely.
I got you.
But in a way where you don't get that, like, he leads you in where it's not that knee-jerk reaction where you're just like, oh, you can't talk about that. Right. You can't say that.
It's the old slowly, really, kind of,
He'll kind of lead you in for, like, a good few lines, and then he'll turn it in a way that you didn't expect. So it's not just...
Oh.
Yeah. And that's what I respect so much about it, is that it's not just shock. Because, like, I've seen offensive comics.
Yeah,
where
sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not.
Yeah, where they just say stupid shit, and, like, it is offensive, you know, but it's for the offense.
Right, they're looking more for the shock value as opposed to the humor.
Exactly.
Okay.
Anthony Jeselnik has figured out and mastered this beautiful balance of, yes, it's shock value, but because of its sophistication, it's actually funny. Like, he actually made it funny rather than just being like, oh, what's funnier than a dead baby?
Right.
You know?
Right.
Or... You like to laugh about racism? No, he makes it hilarious. I'm a big fan of his, have been for a long time. But yeah, he recommended this movie on a podcast. I can't remember which podcast. I'll plug it here if I can figure out which one it is, just because credit where credit is due. We also love our fellow podcasters and podcast alike.
Yeah.
Beyond that, now it's spoiler time. Let's get into this freaking movie.
Wow!
Whoo! Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert, big time.
Oh my god!
I was not ready for this. Yeah, I'll be honest. I was not ready for this movie.
I didn't know what to expect.
I didn't either, and so it just kind of jumped up and went. Early.
It really did.
Yeah, it wasn't like a kind of slow build up. No. We have the horror at the very front, so you can just be miserable the entire rest of the movie.
But that's what was kind of so good about it.
What was good about it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And it kind of freaked me out because
he called it
I twice. Accidentally saw the horror Matrix.
Yeah, it's like you just jacked in. It was like, I know what's about to happen. And I also know this is about to happen. And then, bam, they both happened immediately.
Yeah, I was calling it like I thought it was going to happen in the movie, and then literally 4 seconds after I said it, it happened.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you were there just to verify.
Yeah,
so, I'm not just talking shit.
No, I witnessed, it was weird.
We'll tell you when, but it was weird. Even I felt weird.
It was, he looked at me like, what did I just do? It's like you spoke it into existence. It's a completely different movie, but then you said something and then you completely turned. Yeah, but no, you hit it, both of them.
I accidentally made the movie.
Golly, it was crazy. All right, so let's get into it.
Go ahead. You want to get us started, or
I'll get you started.
All right, go ahead.
So it starts off innocently enough, in what looks to be a very cheap, that's what I'm going to call cheap, furniture store.
Yes.
There's a couple there with their baby and a little pushy salesman guy who's trying to talk them into buying a coffee table.
Yeah. Classic sleazy looking.
Yeah. It was
comb over, shitty suit.
Not a good guy.
Not a good guy.
And he's going on talking about how great this coffee table is. Just a quick description of the coffee table. It's 2 gold painted nude female statuettes with their arms like this.
Yeah.
And they're holding up a piece of glass.
Yeah.
So he's just where I can describe it.
Yeah.
And he's going on about how fine the craftsmanship is, how this thing is unbreakable. You're going to be nothing but happy with this. It's going to bring joy and wonder and amazement to your life.
And he literally goes on so much about how unbreakable this glass is. He wakes up the baby and makes it cry.
Yeah, that's how bad it is.
And
the wife, rightly so, is like, this is the ugliest coffee table I've ever seen. We're not getting it. I'm on her side on that one.
Really?
I thought it was an ugly coffee table.
Really?
I didn't want it in my house either.
Don't get me wrong. It was not my style.
Yeah.
That I would get.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that bad of a coffee table.
I didn't like it.
I think it would have been nice in like a minimalistic artistic studio.
Right, but not a family with a small baby in an apartment.
No,
Two-bedroom apartment.
This was not for them at all.
Yeah, like the salesman kept pushing it, and the husband was adamant, we're getting this table.
And he was being a petty bitch.
He was, but she was being a jerk too.
Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Both of them were assholes throughout.
This was not a healthy relationship.
No, at all.
Even a little bit healthy relationship.
But yeah, that was his justification, was like, oh, you got to pick my mom's dress for the wedding. You got to pick the decorations.
Right.
Also, I didn't necessarily want to have this kid.
Right. You got to name the kid after your uncle that I never really liked or whatever. It was very, very...
But I'm sorry.
He was a jerk.
You didn't want to have a kid and you had it? You got pressured?
And then you're going to badmouth the baby.
Yeah.
The defenseless little baby. You're talking...
It's 2 months old, according to the movie.
Yeah. I was not a fan of him. I wasn't a fan of her either, though. Right now, I'm not even happy with the baby. I mean, we've got 3 grown adults and a baby, and I'm thinking, all of you are a bunch of jerks. The baby I could at least forgive. I mean, he was, baby, 2-month-old baby.
If it was raised, this baby was doomed.
Yeah, this kid was not going to,
So anyways, after a long, we'll get there.
Yeah.
So after a long spiel about how amazing the craftsmanship of this table is, how unbreakable the glass is, how great it'll be in their home, eventually the mom, what is her name? Do you remember?
No, it's Jesus.
Maria?
I'll say Maria. It's Jesus. I can't remember her name.
Okay. Well, the mom.
The mom. Yeah, we'll call her mom.
Sorry. We'll put the name here. So, the mom is kind of just pissed and done with it. And she's like, if you want to get it, get it. Like, I'm done with this conversation.
Right.
This is bullshit anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a salesman, and he's basically a crappy salesman that's trying to pulling the wool over your eyes.
Yeah, he's a swindler.
Yeah, he's a swindler, yeah.
He's going to sell you garbage for as much as he can.
Yeah, full snake oil salesman type of situation.
Yeah.
And then... Pause. Okay, can you open the door?
Yeah. Here you go, buddy. You leave it open? Is it hot?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
I like that dog. He's a good dog.
He is a good dog.
He's a good dog.
Yeah. I don't... Actually, if you're a real fan and you've been in past our library whenever we had reaction parts, you've probably seen Maximus the Conqueror. And he's with us now. So, unpause.
We're back.
We're back. Welcome back. We love y'all. Anyways.
So anyway, Dad has got to schlep this big, heavy cardboard box up 5 flights of stairs.
Yes.
All by himself because she's got nothing to do with it. She doesn't want to stay.
She ain't helping him for
No, you're buying it, you're putting it together, you're schlepping the thing up the stairs.
Yeah.
So he does. And he does it poorly. I mean, we're both looking at it going, this guy's never moved a chunk of furniture in his entire life.
Yeah, because he had it long ways. He had it like this, going up the stairs, and I was looking at it, and I was like, if it's tall enough, like the staircase that goes around, it's a spiral staircase that moves in a rectangular pattern. If he just went like this, he could just move it up. Yeah. But no, he struggles and strains and sweats and gets it up there. And as he's getting it up to the front door,
neighbor girl shows up.
13-year-old neighbor girl shows up.
This is a weird kid. Go ahead.
Here's the thing. And the only reason I'm going to, like, kind of be the devil's advocate in this is because I had a personal experience like this myself, but from the other end. Yes.
Oh, you had a crush on somebody?
Yes.
Okay.
And so, basically, let me explain the premise first. So, essentially, as he's moving this furniture in, this 13-year-old girl shows up. They have a conversation with her mother. Mother leaves. Daughter's taking the dog outside and basically is like, when are you going to tell your wife that we're in love? And essentially kind of is like pressuring him, saying that, you know, you liked all my photos on Instagram. He liked one photo on Instagram because it was cats and things like that. Like, he gives very wholesome reasons.
Yeah, what about all the texts you sent me?
Yeah.
I sent you one text. It was a love poem. It's because you said you needed a book on poetry.
Yeah. And you specifically said it was about love. Like,
right. So
it was a school project.
Yeah. So he's definitely got an answer for everything she throws at him.
Right. And it was very vanilla, very platonic, not predatory.
Best red herring I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because going into it, I'm thinking, this kid's messed up. She's going to be a big problem. Just get ready for it, because she's going to rat him out to the wife, because she's telling him, you need to leave your wife, leave that baby. You and I can go in the lift over here, and you can just do whatever you want to do to me.
Oh, yeah. She was full, like, let's run away together. You can have... Did she explicitly say you can have as much sex with me as you want?
Well, she used an F-bomb.
Okay.
Yeah. And, yeah, she was very much, for a 13-year-old...
She was a horny 13-year-old.
Way too descriptive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's, like, trying to shut the door on her, and this guy's got a problem with not being able to tell somebody to go away.
Oh, my God. Dude, that drove me crazy.
More than once, he's got people talking to him, and he's just like, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, what? And he keeps trying to shut the door, and won't do it. No, it won't do it. He would have been so much better off if he had.
Oh, man, he would have.
He may not have been better off. But anyway.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we've been teasing you enough, but basically, the reason that I kind of liked it is because from my childhood experience, it's not a thing that you see very often, is that adoption of, like, I'm an adult when you're very clearly an adolescent.
Yeah.
Because I did the same thing. Like, when I was, like, 10 to 12 years old, there was a girl that was, like, an in-law or, like, a friend of a friend in the family.
Yeah.
And I still remember. Her name was Valerie. Gorgeous woman. But, like, I had mustered up the courage, and I was like, I really like her. I know what we're supposed to do here. I'm going to ask her to be my girlfriend. And so I did. I was like, hey, can I talk to you? And she was like, sure, buddy, what's going on? And I'm like, I need to talk to you outside. And she's like, okay. So I take her outside, literally take her outside to the front yard, and I'm like, so, you know, I, like, really like you. And, you know, I was just wondering if you'd be my girlfriend. And clearly, looking back on it, she clearly thought it was the cutest thing ever.
Oh.
And so she very endearingly was just like, very nice, was like, of course, I'd love to be your girlfriend, you know. Yeah. And that was it. And I was like, cool, I got a girlfriend. And then months later pass, and I find out she's engaged.
Oh.
And I was like, this bitch! that's my girlfriend.
She not remember the conversation.
I may not have seen her in 6 months, but I remember the moment.
It's a very sweet, wholesome moment.
Dash
to the ground.
Oh, man. Just shredded me. I remember being so livid with her.
And
just being like, as a 12-year-old, just being like, that's my girlfriend.
Yeah.
What do you mean you're engaged?
What have you done, man? What have you done?
And of course, I had no concept or perspective or anything in the situation.
It's a new thing.
Yeah. So that's one reason why initially, before it got super f***ed up.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't ask her to f*** me.
Oh,
like immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure at the most I would have had the nerve to say, like, can I kiss you on the cheek?
Right. Like, you want to hold hands?
Yeah.
Some totally innocent, but it would have been a huge
It would have
thing.
been like, oh my God.
Right.
Just asking her was like climbing Mount Everest, dude.
Absolutely.
Like, I was flying high that night. It was
best day ever!
Yeah. 12-year-old's got a 28-year-old girlfriend. But yeah, it was one of those things where I was like, look, I know it's a horror movie.
Yeah.
So they're making it aggressive, but I like the fact that he was not predatory with it.
Agreed. That would have really turned me off. Yeah.
That would have turned the whole tone of the movie.
Right.
And so the fact that he had valid reasons for why he did what he did.
Right.
He was being patient.
Yeah.
He was being understanding. And he was like, look, you're just a little girl.
Right.
You're going through stuff. I just need you to get out of my doorway. Can you just go? Kind of thing. That.
Totally get it. But I like I say, being a red herring for me, I'm thinking, okay, this is our villain.
Oh, you thought that immediately?
I'm thinking 13-year-old girl, she's going to start whacking people and so I mean, it was great for me because I'm like, here it comes.
Yeah, you got the crazy psycho just already out the gate.
Yeah, and I don't usually miss it. I missed it this time. So, yeah. But anyway.
Spanish, man. They come out with some curveballs.
I'm trying to watch the show and read the because I don't speak Spanish as well as I used to. And I'm like trying to read and watch and read and watch. And so I think they kind of added to the whole bit of.
I do think that may have helped me because, you know.
Your Spanish is much better than mine.
Yeah. You know, I've got the education, I've got the background. And so I know Spanish well enough that I was like, okay, I can kind of read for like the accent.
Yeah.
But most of what they said, I could just keep up with, so I could just watch the movie.
Yeah.
So I can totally see that being a tricky part where you're trying to get the vibe, but you're also trying to see what's actually being said.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
he finally gets rid of her, shuts the door, and he's putting this table together.
Yes.
This coffee table together, and his wife is looking at him like, "You're the biggest idiot I've ever seen. Your brother's coming over. I got to go to the store and get some stuff." Meanwhile, Jesus is working on the table. He's like, oh, they left the screw out. So he's mad. He spent money on this wonderful table, calls a store guy, and he's like, there's a screw missing. I demand you bring me the screw right now before I finish putting this thing together.
Because he can't put the glass on the ladies without that final
It's
screw.
doing this. It's like the screw that's going to set everything in position.
Yeah.
So he's trying to talk to the guy on the phone. Meanwhile, his wife's like, your brother's coming. He's a vegan now. He's got an 18-year-old girlfriend. That's why he's a vegan. She talked him into it.
Ironically, specifically calling him a pedo.
Yeah, because he was dating such a younger.
Yeah.
So once again, we got the villain.
Yeah.
Wonderful trick on me. I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. Yeah. So she's got to go to the grocery store. I'm going to get some wine. You take care of the baby. I'm going to go out and because I need some time by myself. Totally get it. Little babies are a big responsibility. Very time consuming, a lot of energy.
Yeah, there's a reason why I don't have any.
There's totally understand mom's point.
And mad respect to anyone who decides consciously to be a parent. Like that stuff is crazy.
Yeah.
But also, we have the fact that they was it revealed now that they've been trying for so long?
Yeah, this is when we find out that she's gone through. No.
No, I think it was later. I think it might have been later.
It was later. Yeah, it was later.
But what I do remember was Jesus was the one who was kind of pressuring her to be like, go get some wine.
Right.
Like, he was like, when you go get grocery shopping, go get some wine.
She's like, I can't drink any wine.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I'm going to.
Yeah.
could you at least, back me up on this? I'm nursing the baby. And he's like, no, I think I want a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, see if you can get the baby to sleep. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
And she leaves.
And so she's like, okay, tonto. And she slams the door, wakes up the baby. Baby starts crying. And this is when I had my first revelation.
I wish you hadn't said it. He picks the baby up. First time Dad's been alone with the baby by himself.
Yes.
And he's trying to cradle it, and he's singing songs, and the songs he's singing are just completely destroying Mom's reputation.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's just kind of talking to the baby, but in a sing-song voice, like...
You love me more because your mom is a bad person, just...
if you want me to bleep it, I can, but...
Well, I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was...
But it was to the vibe that Mom's a bitch, and, you love Daddy, papicito, like, I got you, you're gonna keep crying, you're gonna be fine.
And this is when he said...
I was like... I saw him... Okay, so here's the framing that they had, and this is what gave me the context to say what I said. It cuts off, you see the wife leaving down the hallway. Camera's back here. Wife comes down the hallway, goes to the front door, says, good luck with the baby, slams the door, and then the camera stays there, which also clued me in that I was like, that's weird, that we're not following anymore.
Right.
He goes off camera, grabs the baby, and starts pacing back and forth while he's singing and rocking this baby.
Baby's crying, loudly hollering, which babies do.
And then, as we're watching this, I just go... oh, he's going to kill that baby. And
just like that. And just like that, the movie changed.
Because within, it was like 4 seconds,
4
right?
4 seconds. It's just like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, he's going to kill the baby, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. And then there's no more crying.
And the camera held there for
so long.
Oh, my gosh.
It was so good.
And I was just like, okay, let's investigate.
Yeah.
Please, let's go investigate. And the camera just sat there. Brilliant.
In the silence.
There's nothing.
Yeah, just building the tension because you know what happened. You know.
Yeah.
But you don't want to know.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, I know what happened. All right, let's do it. And finally, the camera moves. As the camera starts to move, revelation number 2.
Which one?
Oh, you called it whenever they walk around the corner and the glass is shattered.
Oh.
Blood everywhere.
Yeah.
The baby is laying on the ground.
And there's
this
moron.
This fortune teller makes a horrible comment of...
Where's the baby's head?
Oh, no. I missed it. I didn't realize.
You didn't?
I thought the baby was just laying there.
Oh, no. I didn't realize.
Then you said that, and I went, wait a minute. They didn't just decapitate a baby, did they? Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did. Because, you start following the dad as he's covered in blood. They show this overview of the coffee table with him standing there covered in blood. There's blood everywhere.
Glass is turned up on his side.
Yeah.
Oh.
And, I just... so, I guess my brain, I just looked, and so I saw this little baby body, and then it just ended. And I was like, wait...
I missed it. Totally missed it.
Really?
Till you said something. And then I was thinking, even when you said it, I was like, no. No.
Really?
I was, yeah. Until we see the blood trail that rolls underneath the chair. There's a little bit like a chair there with some fringe under it, and there's blood on the fringe, and I'm just thinking blood splatter.
Yeah.
At this point in time, I know
it's a little armchair. Yeah.
I know the baby's dead.
Yeah.
The baby's dead. He's pulling glass out of his hand, so he's cut up and everything else. I'm still not making the connection because he just kind of looked at the baby and went, for the longest time, just stared at it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't understanding why. Granted, you've just killed your child.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So he's in shock. He has no clue what's going on. And he starts pulling the glass out, and then he starts cleaning up.
Yeah.
And that's when we see the blood trail going underneath the chair. And I went, no. Yes.
Yeah.
Baby head done rolled underneath the chair.
And then we have this whole moment where, wait, no, this hasn't happened yet. He hasn't even gone for the head yet. He starts freaking out and starts trying to cover up.
Right. He's like, I gotta fix this.
Yeah.
Which was a bad choice.
Bad choice already. We talked about it during the movie where it was like the best option you have in such a horrific situation is to call the police.
Call for help.
Call for help, anybody, anything. Yeah. Explain that it was an accident. Like, you need to make this, I mean, it sucks, but you need to make this look good, dude. Like,
you've got to get this out in front.
Yeah.
Right now. Yeah, I'm not trying to say it's a good idea to hide a body. No, none of that.
No.
He had a horrible, tragic thing happen to him.
Absolutely.
He should have called for help immediately.
Yeah.
And failed to do so.
100%. And Instead, he decides that he's going to clean it up and clearly has done no research or anything prior as to how you deal with, one, that much blood,
right.
Two, a body,
right.
Even a baby body.
Right.
That's still a lot to deal with. And so he's looking around for cleaning supplies and all this stuff. He can't find anything. He can't find anything aggressive enough to do anything.
Right.
So what does he do? He goes upstairs to 13-year-old girl's house and asks the mom if he can borrow all the cleaning supplies she has.
Blood splatter, blood all over his hoodie, blood
He's
everywhere.
Covered, yeah. like not quite like the monkey covered, right. But reasonably so. Like his whole torso, where he was holding the baby.
It was more than he nicked himself shaving.
Yeah, 100%. And he said he was painting.
Yeah, painting the room red. The baby's room, painting it red.
Yeah, and I'm a painter. Like, I paint, I love doing that kind of stuff. I do construction, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Unless I tripped and fell in the paint.
Right.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a messy painter. I'm going to get paint all over. It's been in my hair. It's been all over. Yeah. Unless I fall in the paint, there's no way I'd have that much paint on my body. It was covering his whole left side, his hand, his face, his neck.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Like,
oh. And he's like, have you had any cleaning supplies? Maybe some bleach, detergent, and lists off like 15 different things. Hey, whatever you got, I need it. Please.
All of it, everything.
Yeah, every bit of it. And of course, the sweet mom's like, oh, yeah, sure, let me go get it for you.
Yeah.
And then 13-year-old's like, you better tell your wife today or I'm going to go down there and tell her.
Yeah.
I'm going to go tell her what you've been doing.
And then, is this when she starts saying some horse shit? Whenever she's like, I'll tell her, you kissed me.
Yeah. Okay. She's making stuff up.
Yeah, she starts making stuff up. She becomes a little shit.
Yeah.
Like, it was cute at first, but it's like, oh, okay, cool.
It wasn't cute at first. It was creepy at first.
I gave her the benefit of the doubt with that. I was like, okay, cute. Like, oh, you think you're in love. That's adorable.
Until she drops F-bombs and we're doing this in the elevator.
Okay, the sex thing was a little, that was much. Yeah. That was too much. That was too much. Too much muchness, okay?
Too much muchness.
Yeah.
And then she went overboard.
And then she went overboard and was like, no, I'll ruin your life if you don't tell your wife we're in love.
We're running away together, whether you like it or not.
So he's in shock. He's dumbfounded. He's in shock. And appropriately so, whenever we were watching it, you mentioned, you were like, I'd have killed myself.
I think I would have.
I would have too.
I mean, like, Jiminy Cricket, forget that.
Like, there's a reason why, one of the main reasons why, and we've kind of alluded to this before as to, like, I've actively chosen not to have children, is because of the gravity of it.
Oh,
like, bringing another life that is going to be developed and in this world is such a monumental Herculean event to do. Like, logistically, one of the reasons I decided not to do it was because I was like, I would have to be so careful about making sure it stayed alive, developing it right, teaching it the right things, like all of that stuff. It's heavy, bro.
Hiding the bodies of boyfriends that you didn't like in high school.
Exactly.
I didn't do that.
No, he didn't. And I have an alibi for him.
Anyway.
Well, that's cut out.
That's not in the show.
That's in the Patreon. You gotta pay to get that kind of stuff.
That one,
But
now you gotta go clean up.
Yes, so he gets the stuff. Homegirl's being creepy, and he does... He does his best. Look. He does. He does his best.
He's already picked
Oh,
the
yes,
body up.
yes.
He's picked
Tell
up-
that part,
yeah.
yes.
So after all this is happening, before he starts cleaning up, we forgot this part. He picks the baby's body up and carries it into. Was it their bedroom? It wasn't like the baby's bedroom. It was a separate.
I think it may have been their bedroom.
Yeah, where they've got the little cradle set up.
Yeah.
And very gently lays it down.
Covers
Its
hole.
stump. I don't know what you'd say. Its neck. Golly, this is hard enough to talk about, but when it's a baby, it's even worse.
Oh, yeah, man.
And then goes and gets the cleaning supplies, come back, starts cleaning up the blood.
Oh.
And that's when
I just realized how much in bad taste I specifically used dead babies as a reference for Anthony
Yes, I
Jeselnik.
couldn't believe you were doing that. I was like, foreshadowing. Don't give it away yet. Anyway.
Just go.
Do you feel bad? I hope you do.
The fact that I didn't mean to do it makes it so much funnier.
Morbid. I don't know which it is.
Both?
Yes. You wanted dark humor. There it is.
Oh, man. It's just the fact that it was on accident. I didn't mean to do
You did
that.
it twice.
I know.
Holy moly.
But yeah, there's a really endearing scene where he's broken and in shock. And he takes the body of his baby and wraps it up in a blanket and puts it in the little bassinet, yeah. And, like, kind of settles it in and, like, you know, he
trying to be...
changes its diaper.
He changed his diaper even, yeah, because it had a messy diaper.
Yeah, like,
He changed the diaper. He's trying to be a good dad.
Too late, but...
But then he's got to go back in. He's putting glass in a trash bag, and he gets rid of all the glass. And when he's coming back downstairs with the cleaning supplies, guess who shows up with the spare screw?
God,
the guy from the furniture store
place
brings one screw, in a Ziploc, and decides, you know what? This would be a good time to have a 15-minute conversation with a complete stranger who's covered in blood that he says is paint.
And he goes on and on and on and on.
I'm not sure, had that been me, there wouldn't have been a second body in the house, because I probably would have killed the guy.
Yeah, no, I at least would have hit him.
This is what your unbreakable table did to my kid.
Yeah.
One of those kind of things.
Oh, my God. And he did. He just kept talking. He talked about how... I can't even remember everything he talked about because he wouldn't shut up. The only thing I remember was that at the very end, he was like, hey, man, if you want to be friends, like, we can hang out sometime. Like, we can go grab drinks. I'll make sure you win this lottery for a fan.
Yeah, here's a fan.
A Swedish fan. Japanese. Japanese fan.
It's very luxurious or something like that.
Yeah.
Just going on and on about this. It's just a fan. But anyway, he wouldn't go away. Finally, Dad gets rid of it and goes back inside. Now he starts cleaning, putting the glass away. He's dug glass out of the back of his hand, wrapped it up.
Yeah.
And he's got to reach underneath the chair to get the baby's head, and he can't do it.
Yeah,
as soon as he touches it, backs up. And now he's got to go take a shower because he's grossed himself out.
Yeah. And so he cleans himself off.
Yeah. Bandages his hand. He's left blood all over the house.
Everywhere. And we find out just how much blood is left everywhere shortly because who comes home? He gets a text. Oh, also, we get multiple phone calls from Mom.
Yeah. She's at the grocery store.
She runs into a friend. They get catching up, and they're like, oh, you just had a baby.
Yeah.
Like, let me call Jesus. Like, you can talk to him, catch up with him.
Yeah. It was difficult. We spent 2 years trying to have the baby.
Yeah, that's when she did it. Yep.
All this stuff, of course, the other ladies, like, it's going to be difficult, but you're going to be, you're going to love it. Oh, I do love my baby. And on and on and on.
I kind of love Jesus.
Yeah, he's all right. Sperm donor.
Yeah. But yeah, they call him, and she calls him a couple times, and then eventually, understandably, in my opinion, because of the trauma that he's just been through, he just kind of hangs up.
Right. Hello? click.
Yeah, he gives very, like, one-word answers, and then he just hangs up, and she's like, you just hung up on me, you asshole.
Right.
Like, what are you doing?
And she's having this wonderful conversation about how sweet the baby is, and they're looking forward to it. Meanwhile, we're all watching this going, you ain't going to get none of that because the baby died.
And I'm not going to give any quotes, but I do have to say, dude, the jokes you were dropping while this was going on.
I don't even remember. I think it was, like I said, defense mechanism. I had to do something humorous because it got me.
That was some gallows humor level stuff, man. Like, again, I'm not going to say them because I'm going to keep them for myself. But they were so funny.
You put it on the Patreon?
And no.
Oh, was that even there?
No.
I don't even remember what I said.
They were so dark because it was just little quips as like they were saying dialogue. He would just insert real quick. Oh. And they were the funniest, darkest things that I have heard in a while. Like,
oh, man.
It was awesome.
I don't even remember what I said. Oh, I feel bad now.
No, it was amazing. I was like, oh my god, this is total gallows humor. Like, you just watched your comrade get shot in the dome. Or you just watched, like, a baby die.
Which we did. Yeah.
And this is how you were...
Oh, man. You're going to tell me here in a minute.
It was fantastic. But anyways, so they get through this conversation, and then while he's cleaning up, his wife texts him and says, I'll be there in 30 minutes. Also, your brother's still coming over, so anticipate that. I got us some wine.
Yeah, jerk.
Yeah, idiota.
Yeah, she called him an idiot on the text.
And so he's like, I have 30 minutes. How in the hell am I going to do this?
Right.
And so he's frantically cleaning. He's doing nothing to this blood.
He's
blood
making
is
it worse. It's
horrific to get
everywhere.
out.
Yeah.
And that's why I said, I was like, dude, you just got to dump it. You got to put it up. You got to
throw the carpet away.
Yeah, throw everything away. Throw the chair away. Burn it all.
Yeah.
Start a dumpster fire. You have to. Like, because blood is so hard to get out of. Much less, it was a white carpet.
Yeah.
That was on the floor.
And he's got, bleach doing this, and all it's doing is just smearing it, smelling like bleach.
Spreading it out.
Yeah.
Best you're going to get is that now the carpet looks orange. Yeah. Like,
it's nice and spread out and thinned out, so coloration difference.
Terrible. So anyways, he's doing all of this. Eventually his wife comes home.
Yeah.
And she's like, what the hell's going on? I brought you wine and you're still going to be an asshole to me? Like, I was trying to make
open
peace.
The door?
Yeah. Because, he's still struggling. Understand? Yeah. I feel like understandably.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely struggling. That's a mild way of putting it. He's having a bad day.
Yeah, just a bit.
Golly.
It's a case of the Mondays.
Wow.
Shout out to Office Space, one of my favorite movies ever. But while all this is going on, he's just kind of robotically, like, giving answers. And eventually she's like, where's the baby?
Right.
And he's like, I finally got him to sleep. He's in our bedroom. And he's sleeping hard, so you can't go in there. Don't go in there.
Please do not go in.
Don't go in there.
And don't look under that chair. Because the baby head's still in the living room. Yeah. Underneath the chair.
That becomes something that comes back, which is crazy. So.
There we go.
And she uses reasonable logic, but even you kind of noted that, like, okay, after a certain point, one, mother's maternal instinct, that kind of thing.
Gonna go check.
She's going to go check on that baby.
Right.
And eventually she did, but it did take a while.
Yeah.
He stalled her for a good while.
She didn't go check on him. She's like, well, at least go get the monitor so you can hear the baby. He's like, okay.
So he does. And then...
Yeah. She did peek in because I remember seeing the blood on the handle.
Oh, that's right.
And she just kind of peeks in.
That's right, yeah.
Doesn't go over and look in the bassinet. She
just makes sure that he's sleeping.
Right. Soundly.
Yeah. This movie was so bro.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to bleep the hell out of this video.
So we've got the
Now, was that...
We've got the monitor, and now they're cooking dinner. Now they're cooking dinner.
Yes.
And the mom starts maniacally laughing, and she's just giving him the business about that stupid table you bought it, and you cut yourself up, and you busted it. No break glass, huh? Ha, ha, ha. Just cackling like a witch.
And I'm not going to lie, like... I literally had a moment because she did. She cackled like a witch. It was evil when she laughed. And like, one of my most favorite things, so genuinely, is when I make my partner laugh.
Oh, absolutely.
Because the way she laughs and all of that, it brings joy to my heart. It fills me up. Yeah. And I'm so pleased with myself and that I can do something to bring joy to her life. Yeah. This woman laughed like a maniac. Like
she was enjoying his pain.
Yes.
Not only did he lose his table.
Yes.
But he's cut up. He's bleeding. He's pale. She
sweating?
She doesn't know what's going on at this point in time, but she's enjoying his humor, or is getting humored from his pain and agony.
Actually, yeah.
So, I didn't like her.
She did that really well.
Too well, because I don't like her at all.
But yeah, he's exactly right. That's what she does. She's like, you idiot. Like, I told you. And it's so funny that I was right.
Karma got you.
Yeah. And so then... And then... just very subtly, and I loved... Look, we've talked about it. I've made it a theme throughout, that I love the sounds. I love the cinematography. But in this one, the sounds. So on the baby monitor, you just start hearing this... And Mom's like, what is that? And they start listening to the baby monitor, and she's like, it sounds like something's dripping. And she's like, I'm gonna go check on him. And he's like, no, I'll check on him.
I got it.
I'll check.
I got it.
Yeah. And so he goes and checks, and naturally, with something that has as much fluid and liquid as a human body, even as a baby, it has bled out so much, it has leaked through the mattress and is now dripping onto the floor from the bassinet that its body is in. And he's just kind of looking at it like, what do I do here? Because I don't really know what to do here. Did he do anything about it?
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did.
Yeah. I think he just went back in the kitchen and turned the volume down on the monitor.
Yeah.
So it was something very, this'll fix it, click.
Now, was it when she went to go check on the baby that he had his whole moment while they were cooking where he grabbed the knife?
Yeah, because he had the knife, and she went to go check on the baby. Okay. And that's when I was thinking, okay, he's fixing to murder her.
Yeah, we thought this was going to turn into a massacre.
Right, he's fixing to get away with it because he's going to kill her, make it look like she was holding the baby and stumbled into the coffee table.
Yeah.
But murder-suicide kind of thing, or break-in, double homicide, something's what we're thinking.
We went through the gamut.
Yeah. We're trying to help the guy get out of it.
Oh. Yeah, which is really interesting, and I think it's a testament to his good acting.
Yeah,
he did a really good job, and even though he was a petty bitch, like they did not love each other.
No,
you're not on his side. They don't make it where you're like, oh, he's the good guy, she's the bad guy. This horrible thing happened to him, but he's a good guy. They make them human. They make them very middle.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And so you go through this weird sensation where you're like voting for him, but also you're like, you could have done it 18 different ways at different times.
Yeah, he made so many bad decisions. And I hope no one is ever in this predicament because you're going to make bad decisions.
Oh, man, yeah.
Golly, this movie was rough.
Whew. So you think he's going to kill her. He doesn't. And then eventually, while they're making dinner and all of that, they finish, and the brother and his 18-year-old girlfriend show up.
Right.
And now we're going to have a dinner, and his brother is going to...
This is where it kind of got weird. dark.
This was.
No. Well, I mean, excuse me. This is where a lot of the dark humor really kind of came out.
That is true.
From
Yeah.
your comedian guy that you like so much.
Yeah.
Because the brother is making all these little subtle comments,
Mm-hmm.
and a normal conversation would have been just fine, no big deal. But knowing there's a baby head in the living room underneath a chair, and he's making these comments, he's just like, ooh, no. And of course, the dad's the only one that knows what's going on, and he's just getting paler and paler and sweating, and he can't eat, can't focus on anything.
And of course, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about the baby. They go to the baby's room. They start showing his toys. They go down like memory lane, being like, oh, I remember this Ninja Turtle.
Right.
He-Man. The Hulk thing.
Yeah.
Let me just punch my brother with a Hulk club.
Yeah.
Just to be cheeky. Like,
yeah. Meanwhile, Dad's sitting there just going, I can't believe it. I know he's thinking, I saved all this stuff for my kid, and I just killed my kid. I had all this done for my child, and my child is dead.
And they do a really good job, in my opinion, of showing that. Yeah. Of, like, kind of, especially later on, like, once they get to the dinner. We'll get to that in just a second. But I think they did a really good job of showing through, one, his acting, which was very impressive in my opinion, but also the cinematography and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You kind of see, with the camera angles and the way they do it, that's what he's contemplating. It's the only logical thing from such an extreme event.
Right. You really empathize with the guy.
Yeah.
You feel bad for him.
That you're like, oh, he's going into his son's room, and now he's thinking that I can never play with that toy with my son. Right. I can never do X, Y, or Z with my son now, and it's my fault.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the one that f***ed it up.
Yeah.
And it was really well done in how they just kind of, they take the blade that they've already stabbed you with, and then they just kind of just keep just turning it.
Oh, you thought it was bad before? Have some of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a little bit of this.
Let's just add some emotional to it and a little mental to it.
Yeah. So they finally end up back in the kitchen.
They do.
Having the meal. And, of course, they're all still joking and talking and stuff like that. And we find out that brother has knocked up his 18-year-old friend. And they're going to have a baby girl. Find out she's 4 months pregnant.
Yeah.
And so there's baby girl coming. They're going to get to play together. They'll go to school together. This is so sweet, so wonderful. Just once again, just keeps on just driving it into poor dad there.
And this was when the imagery got really beautiful to me. Because there's this whole scene where now that they're in the dinner, and it starts doing it more often as the movie goes on.
Because he's breaking.
Exactly.
He's mentally
They're showing
breaking.
his break. And that's what was so good to me, was he's sitting there listening, and then just out of nowhere, he takes a bite of food, and then just this dark blood just starts kind of pouring from his mouth, and it just keeps coming as he's listening to them talking, and he keeps listening, and then it keeps panning out, and then they go away, and he's just alone, just bleeding as he's contemplating what he's dealing with. And then it cuts back to, and they're back in, and everyone's still there, and then he just takes a bite of food.
He's trying to hold it together.
Yeah.
But he's breaking.
Yeah, the imagery
mentally,
was gorgeous.
Absolutely, yeah. And then...
Is this when he gets honest with his brother?
This is when he gets up and he says, I'm going to the bathroom. He did.
Okay, yeah.
He basically... Everybody's like, well, can't you be happy for us? Can't you say something nice for us?
They're like, you've been quiet this whole time.
Right. Is this all about that stupid coffee table that you broke? And then he starts kind of running in his brother down a little bit, and
oh man, he gave him a liver shot, bro. Like, do you remember what he said?
No, I don't remember what he said.
He said, I think you've ruined an 18-year-old's life, and you've inconvenienced your own life just by getting one girl pregnant. So congratulations.
Yeah.
Like that type of vibe.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
He gets up and walks away from the table, goes to the bathroom. Meanwhile, wife is sitting there looking at her brother-in-law and his
girlfriend,
baby mama.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
And he's like, I'm so sorry. I can't believe this is going on. I don't know what the problem is with him. I'm very, very upset that this is going on. I'm so sorry. And the brother gets up and says, he used to do this some.
Yeah.
I'll go check on him. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Brother gets up, heads towards the bathroom. Meanwhile, the two ladies are still sitting around the table. And they're even kind of not nice to each other. The wife mom is starting to pour herself a glass of wine, and the young girl's like, "You shouldn't be drinking." She's like,
Yeah.
"I'm going to drink if I want to drink."
Which,
I got no problem with that at this point in time. I mean, I know she's nursing. There's formula and stuff, but she probably shouldn't be drinking. I know there's things you can do. You can like throw away that particular batch or something and get the next one, but I don't know about all that.
oh, I didn't even think about that part. I was just thinking about like,
No, I was thinking about affecting the baby.
oh, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Like even after it's born?
Yeah.
It'll like infect the milk?
Well, the mom, whatever the mom takes in,
Really?
the baby gets. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. Because, see, I just saw it from like, a substance abuse, because I've, encountered and interacted with a lot of addicts, and, I've dealt with my own shit, but also just from an ageist perspective, like, obviously the mom, when you watch it, we never get her exact age.
She's about 1,000.
Okay.
1,500. Okay, 900. She looked old.
She looked like it was a struggle for her first child.
Yeah.
I would say late 30s, maybe 40s.
No, I'm saying mid-40s, just my guess.
Mid-40s
That's
is
what it looked
crazy.
like to me. Yeah.
I'm surprised it didn't kill her then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To me, she looked of course, they had her looking haggard because she was really the only one taking care of the baby, and the baby's still young, and you do not sleep with the baby.
Yeah.
So maybe they just made her look a little more haggard.
Made her look extra?
Yeah, so maybe she wasn't as old as I perceived.
She was up there.
Yeah.
And
she's an older mom.
Yeah, so I was taking it from like, you're 18 years old. You don't know anything in the first place.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm dealing with something, like some adult Give me my wine. Like,
I'm going to have a separate alone. Thank you very much.
And so, yeah, they go through this whole thing where, they don't seem to like each other. They don't seem to really be friends, but...
They started off that way, and then as the evening went along, the crevice between the two of them expanded.
Well, that was one of the things I called out when we were watching it, was I was like... Because like you said, when Dad, Jesus, went off to the bathroom, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so happy for y'all, yada, yada, yada." I was like, you called him a pedo right before he showed up.
You just called your brother-in-law, a pedophile. Yeah. For dating an 18-year-old.
And now you're going to pretend you're happy for them and all that?
Right.
No.
Right. Yeah, she was very duplicitous.
You two-faced No.
Yeah.
Like, that was ridiculous.
Right.
And so it just keeps adding to this, no one's a good guy here.
Exactly.
In this. And that's what I took away from it, was like... Everybody is human, and we're all kind of a little despicable. Yeah. In different ways. Yeah. Maybe not killing a baby, despicable, but...
He didn't do it on purpose.
No, he didn't. Yeah. But how he handled it was...
Not smart.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, moving on.
This is one of the scenes that I really, really liked.
Yeah. Go ahead. You tell it.
So... We see Jesus sitting on the toilet. The door is just barely cracked open, and he's talking into his phone. And he's basically leaving a suicide note.
And a confession.
Yeah. He's like, I didn't do it on purpose. I feel bad for you that I'm doing this to you. Just try and forget me. Try and forget all of this. I'm so sorry for the pain and agony that I've caused you and everything that's going on. Just this big confession. And you can tell the guy's had it. He's cracked. He's about to off himself. Yeah. And then we see, like I say, the door slightly cracked to the bathroom, and then we see a hand push the door open, and it's his brother.
Side note, just in an artistic sense, did you notice the shaky cam in that scene?
Yeah.
I loved that.
Yeah.
Because it was so selective. When they used a shaky cam like it was a handheld type of thing, it was so selective and good because, it felt like you were walking in to him midway through this confession. Yeah. And then you find out you're taking the perspective of the brother.
Who's hearing this whole thing. Yeah. Brother heard the whole thing going on. So, voyeuristic. A very voyeuristic kind of feel to it. And the brother opens the door and is like, what's going on here, bro? Mm-hmm. And he's at this point, Jesus is like, this is what happened.
Yeah. And he goes full confession mode.
Yeah, they go to the baby's room, and Jesus just slides down the wall, and his brother walks over and is looking in the little bassinet, and he's like, where's the baby's head? And Jesus...
Which is the craziest question to have to ask ever.
Oh my gosh. And he's like, it's in the living room still. It's underneath the chair. I couldn't pick it up, couldn't grab it. I touched it, and just that's all I could do. And the brother's like, immediately goes into, let me think about this.
Yeah.
We've got to tell your wife. And he's like, we're going to go in here. We're going to do this. And Jesus is like, nope, don't do it. Don't do it. And he's like, we have to. We have to get this out right now.
What did you think about whenever the brother was like, I don't put more pressure on me and all that? But he was like, I need more time. Don't put more pressure on me. I need to think.
I honestly think that the brother saying that, he is the only one that really, truly grabbed the gravity of the situation. His brother's talking about committing suicide. His nephew is deceased. And he's got to explain to his sister-in-law what's just happened.
Really?
He's trying to protect as much as he can of this family, even though it's going to be completely shattered. In his mind, I've got to keep these pieces together. That's the way I took it.
I can see that. Honestly, he kind of pissed me off with that.
I can see that viewpoint.
Simply because, like...
You screwed this up, I'm in charge.
Yeah, it was like a... You actively feel like you have murdered your own child.
Yeah.
Don't put pressure on me. Are you kidding?
Yeah, I can see that viewpoint as well. Absolutely see that viewpoint.
The Mount Everest of pressure on this poor man who accidentally f***ed up.
Yeah.
And you're saying you don't need the pressure?
Back off, buddy.
Pull it together, dude.
Right.
You didn't just kill a baby.
Right.
Much less your own child.
So now's where it gets rough.
This is where it gets interesting.
Holy moly.
So after they've had this conversation, brother's like, you're right. He's like, we have to tell them, we have to come clean, we need to take care of this right now.
Right.
Who knocks on the door?
To get their cleaning supplies. It's
13-year-old girl and her dog. I'm gonna have to bleep the hell out of this.
You're gonna be bleeping this one a bunch.
Oh my god.
She's got her dog with her. I'm gonna tell your wife what was going on. Did you tell her already? Because I'm gonna tell her the truth. He kissed me. So now the mom...
she tells the wife this. She's like, I need to talk to y'all right now. I need to come in. And she's like, let's do it tomorrow.
Right. We're going to take care of this later.
And she's like, okay, well, your husband kissed me in the elevator, so maybe we should talk now.
About this. So the little girl comes in. The wife, the mom, is now thinking, this is why he's been acting so weird. He's been diddling the 13-year-old girl upstairs. So she immediately didn't like her husband to begin with. She's really not liking him now because what does little 13-year-old say?
She did flip so quick.
Yeah. Meanwhile, brother-in-law is trying to, you need to leave the apartment. Yeah. Telling the mom, you need to leave the apartment. You just need to leave the apartment. Just leave. We'll take care of this. You just need the apartment.
She was telling all of them, no?
Yeah.
He was telling them, like, the mom, his girl, and then the 13-year-old.
Yeah.
He was like, all y'all need to vacate.
Yeah.
We've got to take care of this.
So a little argument starts going on. The mom is thinking that the brother-in-law is protecting the brother, her husband. He's not talking to anybody. He's just pale, sweating, not doing well at all. Poor young pregnant girl, 18-year-old girl, is just kind of caught up in this whole family trauma, and she's thinking, what have I gotten into?
Yeah.
13-year-old's over there going, you're going home with me. And then
that was a great head bob.
And then the dog.
Yeah, she puts the dog down. Dog starts smelling something.
Dog plays fetch with the ball. It's not a ball under the chair.
Yeah. They went there, and...
They went there. Oh, my gosh, they went there.
The dog smells the blood, starts sniffing around, grabs the baby's head under the chair, and then the brother has to come in and tries to hide it. He, like, scoops it up.
Yeah.
And is like, it. Yeah. Which... Holy...
Oh, it's the other way, but yeah. they're like, why is there blood on the dog's face?
Yeah.
What did he have? What did he have? And he's like, again, Maria, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah,
Just
you need to leave.
Little 13-year-old sees the baby head, starts screaming.
Yeah.
Pregnant 18-year-old girlfriend hurls.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't hurl yourself at that point in time, because that was chunky vomit that came out there.
It was, but I'm going to explain why.
Okay.
Because, yeah, you're right. She starts to hurl, and then the mom starts to cry, and it's believable.
Oh, definitely.
It was
wailing.
An ugly cry of your child, you just realized your child is dead, and its head is in your brother-in-law's hands.
Yeah.
And she takes the head.
And walks to the balcony just to try and get some fresh air. That's the only way I can describe it. She got some air. She got some good hang time. She did come to an abrupt stop down on the concrete at the bottom of the building, though, with the baby head.
Some hang time is crazy.
So then we hear, I guess, car alarm going off. And then we hear police sirens in the distance.
Yeah.
We go downstairs. There's a crowd gathered around. Of course, they've got it roped off.
And they keep flashing to this one dude who's shadowed, still in the window, with the curtain open, looking out the window.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, police chief is talking to an officer. What happened? Well, it looks like a double... Was it a double homicide or something?
Double homicide, yeah.
Any sign of domestic violence? No sign of that. What happened? There's a couple jumped out their window. The wife committed suicide, it looks like, but she had her baby's head in her arms.
Decapitated
head. And the police chief goes, "Did you just say decapitated baby head?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Yeah, decapitated baby head." Okay, well, who else is down here? Well, the husband's here, the wife is here, the baby's head is here, and the torso's up there. There's a 13-year-old girl that's gone into shock. She's screaming. An 18-year-old girl who we've rushed to the hospital.
Yeah.
And the only other person left is this guy here. We're not real sure who he is. We think he's like the brother maybe, and he just keeps saying the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Well, what's he saying? Well, all I'll say is the coffee table.
Yeah. It's something like none of this would have happened, or the coffee table. That was the point.
The coffee table.
And he's just gone.
Catatonic.
Yeah. Catatonic. He's just leaning empty-eyed in the cruiser as it just slowly pulls away.
Yeah. And that's where it ends.
Yeah, dude.
I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that.
Oh, man. And I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about the ending. I want to talk about it while we're still in the spoiler section.
When the cruiser pulls away with the brother-in-law back, we see a ghost of a man and a woman holding a baby.
Oh, yes, we do.
Over a coffee table that has no glass.
Yes.
And that's where it cuts off.
Yes. In like a very loving fashion. More loving than they ever were.
More loving than they ever were. Agreed.
It was very like, I think dad was holding the baby, no?
Yeah,
and then mom was kind of like had his arm around him, and then, the coffee table without glass, you're right, was in front of them. And then it just kind of focuses on them, and then the credits roll with that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of the extreme circumstance.
Yeah.
But the fact that only, don't get me wrong, mom and dad jumped to their death.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
The fact that that's how it ended was just so...
Oh, I already told you earlier on in the movie, I'm offing myself. I don't know if I could mentally handle...
I don't know how I feel about the ending. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Yeah, kill yourself, fine. But...
Not fine.
No, yeah,
understandable.
Fine.
Yeah, understandable. Not fine, but understandable.
I accept it. I understand it. Yeah, meaning fine.
That much grief, pain, anguish.
But I don't know. In such an extreme situation, it just feels like the result, right, was lacking. I don't know. Because it's such an extreme circumstance.
Uh-huh.
You've accidentally killed your own child, your own infant.
Yeah.
And it just feels like it was... This might just be stylistic for me, but I don't know.
Are you saying they got off light?
Kind of. Like...
You thought I was dark?
Well, we were talking about how he was going to kill her. About how he could have killed his wife. He could have killed himself. He could have killed his brother. He could have killed the 18-year-old. He could have gone on a 5-person rampage.
Yeah, yeah.
And then just tried to disappear or something.
Yeah.
But it was really interesting. And this is one reason why I really do like foreign horror movies. I love Spanish and Japanese, Korean.
Yes, absolutely.
I love foreign horror movies because they take such different approaches to this sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I guarantee there is not a director in America that would have gone this direction with this script or this plot.
Exactly. I don't think anybody in the U.S. would have touched the script.
Yeah.
I think it would have been, nope.
Yeah.
Get rid of that.
And so I like that it threw me.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of it. But my initial reaction was just that, it wasn't enough for such an extreme situation.
You needed a bigger conclusion.
Kind of, yeah.
What would it have been, though? What would have made the perfect ending for you? To me, that was a good ending.
Really?
Yeah. It was... I hate to say the word good ending because it wasn't good, but it was an appropriate ending.
I've got it.
To me, the pain was enough that they just, neither one of them could take it.
I've got it.
Okay.
The appropriate, I'll put it that way, not the perfect ending, but the appropriate ending to me is that you break psychologically from accidentally killing your own child. In that break, you lose all sense, you kill your wife, you have to keep covering it up, and so it keeps circling where you kill your brother, you kill the pregnant wife, you kill the 13-year-old, you can't hide it anymore between the screaming, the blood, everything else. Somebody's calling the cops.
Right.
You get there, you're at a standoff with the police, you take a piece of glass from the table that started all of this, and you shank yourself in the neck and the throat until you kill yourself. That would have been an appropriate ending to me.
For you. You would have been happier with that.
I feel like that would have been an appropriate response for having killed your own child.
That would have been better closure for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I was fine with the closure we got from the ending.
And it was, well, the thing is, and again, this is most likely stylistic just for mine, because believe it or not, I'm kind of a dramatic individual. Just a little bit. And so that's what seemed appropriate to me.
Yeah.
But I do fully admit that the ending tracked with the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
It was all very human.
Yeah.
The people, the actors, no one, they were decent. They weren't good people.
Right.
They were decent. They were very human. They had real issues with one another as well as with themselves.
Yeah.
They were dealing with a very real issue. The way they handled it, just committing suicide, jumping off a balcony. Very in that situation.
Yeah.
Reasonable way to end it.
Yeah.
I will give that. It was a very human ending.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just being a drama queen or just wanting that drama for it, but I'm not gonna lie, I feel like if I was in that situation, I would end up doing something extreme, because the level, and part of that is because of the dad. Don't get me wrong, he had to sit there for a good 8 to 12 hours.
Well, you figure she went to the grocery store somewhere around, say, 4 o'clock.
Oh, you think it was early afternoon?
That's
I
what
thought
I'm
she
thinking.
went at noon.
Well, it could have been earlier.
Either way, yeah.
So the only reason I'm thinking 4 o'clock is because if it was 4 o'clock and they get there at 6 for dinner,
sure,
that's only about 3 hours that the baby's gone without eating. Because much longer than
we
that...
did talk about the baby eating. Yeah.
Much longer than that, the baby's going to wake up and be crying and I need something to eat.
Yeah. Overall, this 90-minute movie took a very short amount of time that it was spanning.
Yeah.
within
It
it.
was an afternoon, early evening.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I think with my own drama and with how the extreme feelings I would feel in that situation.
Yeah.
What I was going to say was, with the level of guilt that he had, with the level of culpability and suffering and pain that we saw him going through, very well done.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Maybe it's because of the culture, but I would have wanted more punishment for me.
Had you been in his
Had
situation,
I been the dad,
you felt like you would have needed more punishment.
yes. Jumping off and getting like an immediate broken neck where like, okay, you've dealt with some suffering.
Yeah.
And now you're just going to break your neck on the pavement. Like, that's pretty immediate.
You think you would have wanted more punishment?
Yeah.
You needed repercussions
it would have been like,
for your actions.
Exactly. It would have been like an I deserve this kind of thing. Whether it was accidental or not.
Yeah.
I still made and we're only going off of the movie itself and the crappy choices he made, which I wouldn't have done in the first place.
Right.
But if I had made those choices that were terrible choices to do, I would have wanted more of a balancing of the scales in that exactly.
Yeah.
I've buried myself in this hole.
Yeah.
I deserve to have the dirt put on me having appropriate repercussions for that.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I get,
Yeah. I get it.
I accept, I understand the ending.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite what I personally would have created.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Essentially.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
Yeah, not to detract from the movie itself.
Right. It's just, you would have liked to have seen it done differently.
Yeah.
That's okay. You can have an opinion.
I like having opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
All right, is that the spoilers?
I think so.
I think so.
Are you good?
Covered. I'm good with that one. Let's get into the other stuff. Spoilers done. What'd you think about the cinematography?
I loved it.
I know that's your favorite thing to talk about.
I love camera work.
This was done well.
It really was. And yeah, I would love to get more into cinematography. The more movies we watch and how well done they are and all of that.
Yeah.
If it's not directing, I would love to get into cinematography or in that field because the close-ups on like whenever there's a scene.
Good job.
Where they're having dinner. And without giving anything away, repeatedly, one of the ways they build the tension of the movie is on these gross close-ups. I'm just going to call it the way it is. They're gross close-ups of them picking the food with the forks and then like eating it and chewing it with their mouths. And that gets you anyway. And yeah, you don't like bodily functions. I don't like eating and drinking, vomiting, trouble. Being alive is gross. Okay. I'm very appreciative that I'm here. I'm certainly not going to make it shorter. You're going to put up with it. Yeah. But humans are gross. Animals are gross. Living things are gross. Yeah. Like, we talked about this. We pee, we poop, we vomit, we do all of these things, and it's gross. Yeah. We spit, we snot. But yes, the cinematography really did it without making it like, okay, here's the difference for me. This did it in a way that, while I still didn't like it, I fully appreciated it in a very different way. I still appreciate it, but I really didn't like Send Help. With the snot and all of that, because they still had all that. Right. They had a character vomiting. Yeah. They had a character crying to the point where she's like, I could see spittle coming out of her mouth. I could see snot coming out of her nose. Yeah. Like little bits and trails. But it added to the gravity of the situation they were dealing with. Yeah. As opposed to getting to like Send Help, where it became almost comedic. Right, it was so with how gratuitous and over the top it was. Yeah. And to me, that was this whole movie, was their level of subtlety. Yes. The subtlety, the gore, the way that they did everything when it came to human expression and experience was really well done. Yeah, it was. And I still didn't like it, but I very much appreciated it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I liked what the camera didn't show.
Sure, you do love that kind of thing.
Yeah, like I say, a lot of times I've mentioned this before, my imagination is much worse than anything that they can put on film. Not much worse, but my imagination can take me places that, if it's too obvious, I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's fine. Or sometimes it'll even be so obvious, I'm like, well, that's fake.
Right.
But when my imagination takes over, and I have a twisted imagination sometimes, which you know full well.
Hence the jokes.
Yeah. That can sometimes make things much worse for me.
Sure.
And that was something that this film did with the camera angles.
Yeah.
I mean, there was, we're going to look underneath this certain spot. No, we're not. But we're going to let you know what's underneath there subtly.
Yeah.
And that was...
And that's one reason why while we were watching the movie, I was like, this gives me a Telltale Heart vibes.
Very much so,
from Edgar Allan Poe, because it was very much those kinds of vibes in his writing, where you're in on the secret.
Yeah.
And it's slowly driving your main character crazy, and the fact that you know it, it's kind of driving you crazy too. Right. You're like, something's gotta happen! please. There's got to be a resolution, a conclusion.
And that was something we were talking about in the spoilers about that certain camera angle.
Yeah.
Down a hallway.
Yeah. We're like, you knew, but you didn't want to know.
You didn't want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know exactly. You knew, but you didn't want to know. There was that, the sounds.
Yeah.
That little bitty. So, yeah, that was great.
Acting was honestly phenomenal.
Wow. Yeah. You hated him, but you felt bad for him.
Exactly. And that's such a specific line to toe.
Absolutely. Because usually you're not empathetic for somebody that you disagree with or that you find mildly repugnant, repulsive, whatever. Yes. But this one was... Yeah, it played different.
Yeah.
Played very, very different because, with not the climax, but with the major plot point of this movie happening so early in the film.
Yeah.
Instead of at the end, which is, usually you get the build up. And this one was, now what are you going to do?
Yeah. Yeah, and it literally is just like sit in it.
Yeah.
You get to sit in it and just watch it.
in this script.
Yeah.
I don't know the demented person that wrote this, but good job, whoever that wrote this one. Because it get under your skin early.
Yeah, writing, screenplay, director.
Yeah, everybody did a great job on this one. I can understand why this one got a lot of underground acclaim.
Yeah.
This is not going to make it in a mainstream theater very long.
Especially not in America.
No.
Yeah.
But I can see where the cult following has picked it up and where a lot of people that are into horror movies are like, oh, you got to see this one.
Yeah.
So, and can I say I'm glad we saw it? Because that's really...
Yes. Well, because I feel the same way as much as in the spoiler section, I explain the ways in which it grossed me out, in which I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I watched it too, because it's not often, but I've seen a couple of horror movies like that, where it's hard to do.
Yeah.
But they accurately encapsulate humanity.
Yeah.
These were people. Yeah. They were humans. They weren't archetypes. There's no final girl. There's no Jason. There's no good guy.
Right.
There's no linear bad guy. These are people. They're fallible. They have good parts, but they aren't perfect.
Right.
And that's one of the things that I think is really hard to capture.
And that's the way they played it. Those actors, the script obviously was great, but the actors pulling it off was unbelievable. They really, really made you feel one way, and then you felt bad and angry at them, and then things happen, and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for that person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It was a fascinating experience, for sure.
It really was. It really was. And like I said, there's the red herrings in it that kind of threw me off a little bit, where I thought it was going to go, and then 15 minutes later, I'm like, boy, I went down the wrong path on that one. Golly.
Yeah.
And
it really was beautifully done. And one of the things that I ended up leaving with was I wanted to know more about Spanish culture.
You said that. You mentioned that. What does this have to say about their society, culture, whatever, that this type of film was made?
Right.
Was it somebody trying to say something? Was it somebody just trying to, throw something out there like, hey, this looks pretty spooky?
Yeah, was it cultural? Was it societal?
Yeah. Was
there a motive behind it, or was it just artistic? Because
I hope there wasn't a motive. That's an interesting choice of words.
Because we have other movies that are on our list that I know had a motive.
Right.
That I'm honestly dreading to watch, but we're gonna do it
eventually.
And so we're building it up. And if you've stuck with us, we have an agenda. We're working our way there. Yeah. But yeah. So, it just made me curious as to, the why.
Right.
Why was this made?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful piece of art.
Yeah.
But what motivated you to do that?
Yeah.
To make this, and specifically for, I'm assuming, I don't know Spanish media, but I assume people saw it.
I would
maybe
think
not in theaters.
Yeah.
It might have been in theaters, but
it's showing up on all the Reddit and stuff like that.
Yeah, we saw it on Tubi.
That's what exactly we watched it on Tubi, so it's been around for a while.
Yeah. So I'm just curious about the context.
Yeah. How are you going to rate it?
I think you know.
I think you do. I think I may surprise you with mine.
Really?
I think so. You go first.
I think I might be slowly corrupting Mozart. This, for me...
It has to make you feel something.
It was on par with Megan's Missing.
Ooh.
It hit a nerve.
Oh, yeah.
It made me feel something. It was very well done.
Very well done.
It said what it needed to say, and it left. It ended.
Yeah.
It didn't drag on. It didn't try to do anything extra.
Not going to be a sequel.
No, yeah. This was a very purposeful movie.
Yeah.
And again, why I want to ask why.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a bloody good time, man.
I figured you'd say that. Yeah.
I'm going to be thinking about this movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to give it a good time. Almost a bloody good time. I don't want to see this movie again.
Really?
Really.
Well, I'm not shocked that you don't want to see it again, but the fact that it's so close to a bloody good time.
And I'm actually pulling from your playbook on this one.
Really?
It made me feel something with the what would have normally been a climax happening so early in the, like we just said, where you have to sit in it for a long time. That, to me, was almost unique.
Yeah.
And so that's something that I haven't seen, I haven't felt, I haven't had to endure, because you had to endure this movie.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going to give it what I'm giving it. It was a good time. Contradictory to where you're seeing the Megan is Missing connection. Megan is Missing, to me, was much more difficult to watch. It was hard for me to watch. I think because of my kids.
Well, I figured with this one with the kids.
This one, it was accidental. Megan is Missing, the violence was intentional.
Oh, yeah, that was very conscious. Yeah.
It was done intentionally.
It was very malicious.
Yeah. Right? This one was an accident.
Yeah.
And because of that, it was easier for me to not sympathize or empathize, but it was easier for me to, enjoy is not the right word, but it was easier to accept the movie.
Did you say appreciate?
Appreciate. Maybe that's a better word. Appreciate the film. So that's what I'm going to get. I'm going to give it a good time. Not quite a bloody good time. If I thought I would watch it again, I probably would have pushed it over to the Bloody Good Time.
Wow.
But I'm not going to watch this one again.
This is definitely one, and I totally get why. Like, don't get me wrong at all.
Yeah.
This is one that I would be very selective of who I show. I would totally watch it again.
Yes.
Because, like you said, and this is kind of my cinema nerd coming out a little bit, because, yeah, you're absolutely right. Where it's not often.
Yeah.
And it takes a special movie to do it right. Where you get the climax in, like, if it were a book, it would be in the first 10 pages.
Yeah.
And then somehow it, like, peters off and then keeps getting more tense.
Yeah.
As it's going, even though there's nothing dramatic happening.
Right.
It's just the tension and sitting and stewing in this that you have to get right.
It.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head with saying you have to endure it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would have very selective friends or people, anybody, to be like, you want to see some shit? All right. Are you artsy? Let's see how artsy you are.
I've got one friend that I would watch this with, and we just watched it. It's the only friend I've got that would watch this movie. Like, dude, you got to see this one. But yeah, nobody else I know that I could recommend this to.
Very fair. Yeah. I know the crowd you run in. There's even in my crowd, like there's.
I can imagine there's like
one or two. Yeah.
That I know. I know one.
Yeah.
That I think would.
But a fair number of them might be like, they're gonna get traumatized. Like,
this is too much for them.
They can't. Yeah. It's not even the because most of the time, whenever I'm talking horror movies with people who aren't, it's not their biggest thing. They're not horror fiends or gorgeous little freaks.
Yeah.
Love y'all. But they say that there's a specific thing. Oh, I don't like possessions. I don't like gore. I don't like seeing suffering. I don't like
body torture.
Specific thing.
Torture porn, that kind of thing. Yeah.
This is one of those movies where I'm like, okay, it doesn't actually have any of that.
Right.
But it's also gonna f*** your day up.
You are not going to be the same when this is over.
Yeah, you're not going to be okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm at on this one.
Fair enough, man. I'm honestly surprised that it got so close to a bloody good time.
I am too. Like I say, I'm not going to watch it again. I'm not going to recommend it. But during this movie, I'm kind of like, dang, I'm kind of glad I made it through that. Because that one we nearly watched a couple weeks ago, it was so horrible that I'm just eating a sandwich and you're over there hurling and...
I was like, I don't know how you're eating right now.
Yeah,
I'm not...
that one was absolutely ridiculous. We didn't even finish that one.
Yeah.
This one, I'm glad I finished it.
Yeah, I'm still planning on watching those just to figure out what's up.
Yeah.
But that's just because it's trilogy. We might bring it up later. That one's definitely going to be on Patreon if we do.
Yeah.
I might even do a solo review because...
Yeah, because it was so bad I wasn't even going to try it either.
Yeah, we'll see about that one.
Okay.
But...
Yeah.
Now... This is getting a little more nerdy than we typically do of our stuff.
We're dangerous nerds.
But you've watched I'm curious. Mm-hmm. You've watched a good amount of horror movies now, and you've watched a wide variety of them.
Yeah.
The silly, the fun, the thriller, more type, the stupid ones, and then the heavier ones, and then the really heavy ones.
Right.
Are you starting to get it? Like... When I say get it, I mean specifically what I see in the art of horror, in the art of what I define as a bloody good time, of being artistic, of being cinematic.
Yes.
But also what makes it so good is that you don't feel good.
Yeah. I can totally agree with that. And I'm seeing it more from, like you say, kind of nerding out here a little bit, from your point of view of, did you catch that camera angle? Mm-hmm. Did you catch that sound? And it's a lot more, it's not absolutely 100% heavily relying on plot and writing. There's so much more subtle stuff that happens in a horror film that I think you don't get in a lot of other things. You know, your big budget action films, those are all CGI explosions and blah, 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 and your romantic comedies. It's heavy script, that kind of stuff. Horror is definitely its own kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely starting to see it and appreciate it more because you're showing me how it's done. If that makes sense.
Well, thank you. I'm really glad. And because that was kind of my goal.
It worked.
Asking you to go on this journey with me, especially after you told me where your Mount Everest was. I was like, oh my God, we cannot start there.
No, I'm still not sure I'm ready for that one.
I don't know I am either. But yeah, that's one of the things that I love so much about horror is that it covers both sides.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, with action movies, with rom-coms, they're formulaic.
Yeah.
You know what you're going to get.
Right.
You know the da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and then that's what it is.
Yeah.
And there's horror that's like that.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you've got your dumb horror, your simple horror, where you watch a Freddy Krueger movie, you watch Jason, you watch Michael, you know what you're going to get. And so you da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and then somebody dies.
Yeah.
Fine.
Sequel. Yay! We're going to do it all over again.
Scream's a great version of that. I love Scream.
Yeah.
Formulaic as hell.
Oh, yeah.
But I love the series.
I'm hearing things outside. Sorry.
Got you jumping, bud. But yeah, they're formulaic, but they're fun.
Yeah.
And they're fun because, they're scary, but But it's those kinds of movies that I search for. Those are the ones that really catch my attention, are the ones you have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
And they don't just say, oh, maybe pay attention to me.
Right.
They'll get you by the throat without you looking.
Oh, yeah, very so.
And then they're like, oh, you're locked in? You're damn right you're locked in.
Right. Let's take care of this.
Yeah. Now watch this.
Yeah, not good. Yeah.
Well, that's really cool. I'm really glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Because
we're getting there.
Yeah. We're working our way up. We've got more movies on the horizon, of course.
Yeah. There's some that I'm sure are still going to bother me.
Oh, I'm sure there's going to be a few that bother us.
Yeah. But we'll get there. We
will.
Okay.
But I guess this is as good a time as any. Just to let any of you viewers know, we'll be posting this everywhere, but this is going to be our last public video that we're doing. We are shifting over to Patreon. It's going to be a very nominal fee, just $5, and we're going to be having more guests. We're going to be doing more activities, just kind of stuff to make it more interactive and because we really want to have an interaction with our fellow movie lovers, especially our gorgeous little freaks who love horror movies.
Yeah.
And so we would like to set things up where we can cater it to those gorgeous little freaks who are interested enough and want to ask us questions, leave comments.
Yeah.
And just, give their input.
We'd love to have suggestions. We'd love to know what direction you would like us to go in, and we'll go there. I shouldn't have said that. We'll try to go there. We'll do our best to go there. But we want to get to know you folks. Well, like you said, you're our gorgeous little freaks. We love you. Hope you keep coming back. We can't wait to get to know you even a little bit better.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are going to be moving over to Patreon. We'll still have shorts and things like that, but
throughout the socials.
Yeah, for the few of you that, because, for the internet gods that be, we have... not been doing the greatest when it comes to exposure.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Trying to keep us down. But
we've got some conspiracy theories, but we're adaptable. We're scrappy like that,
Yeah, we think we're getting screwed.
Yeah.
So
a little bit.
So we're going to try and change things up a little bit. But please, keep following us. If you have any comments, send them over. We'll be happy to hear from you.
Absolutely. Yeah, links are all going to be in the description below. If you want full episodes and all of that, we're going to be leaving stuff in our Patreon. The audio is going to be on Spotify. But other than that, we hope everybody takes care.
Yeah.
Have fun. If you did see this movie, what did you think?
Tell us what you thought. Please share. Let us know what you're thinking.
And if you have a next step for what could we ratchet it up to next, because we've been watching some recent movies that have been coming out and things like that,
they've been garbage.
It's been rough. 2026 has not been a year for horror movies.
No,
so
not yet.
If you got some good recommendations, that might be a decent step up without going off the end.
Yeah.
We would love to hear from y'all. And otherwise, you got anything else to add? Oh, like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead. It's our final
please.
time.
Yep.
Yeah. Otherwise,
That's all I got.
okay.
All right. Appreciate it.
We'll see you next time.
Well, right here, baby. You paying attention?
So, again, the missiles will be landing within the next 5 minutes. This will be our last broadcast. Farewell and goodbye.
Just look at me. Don't look back. Don't turn around. Just keep walking